Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. I hope you're all having a great day so far. Fingers crossed you can all hear me. You guys know I am notorious for accidentally starting with my microphone muted. So it looks like it's all running smoothly. Fingers crossed everybody can hear me. If you didn't see, we got a bunch of new studio light that has arrived this week. So I'm going to show the product off and then I'm going to create a card, maybe 2 cards. We'll see how much time I have left after the first card. And yeah, we'll have some fun playing together. I have a vision of what I think I want to do. I usually kind of come in winging it. 1, because I don't have a whole lot of time to plan for this, and 2, I usually surprise myself by winging it and not having a full set plan. So it's quite nice to surprise yourself with what you create after. Hello, Deanna. We've got Maddie watching. We've got Shelly. We've got Sue. We've got June. We've got Shelly. Oh, I already said Shelly. And yeah, all right. Well, we've got our regulars back here watching. So I'm going to first just show off the class that's coming up next. I can't remember the actual date for this. It's on the website though. So this is the Flower Shop card making class. So you get a 12 by 12, the Flower Shop 12 by 12, and then Marianne teaches you how to make various sizes of cards using the paper. Sometimes people like to kind of veer away from using 12 by 12s for their cards because 1, people are afraid of wasting paper, and 2, the images seem so large that it's hard to know where to cut to create your cards. So Marianne will be giving you some little tips and ideas and inspiration to creating different styles of cards. This is my favorite one here. They're all really nice though. So that is the next coming up. June has her kit. Awesome. Yeah, it's going to be a fun class. Make as many cards as we can. Mary Ann did make 20 cards out of half the pack, so she's still got like the other half left. So you can definitely make tons of cards just using the paper from here. So yeah, just wanted to show that off quickly. Shelly got my kit already ordered. Awesome. Yeah, so you guys, I know, Shelly, you're doing it online. So you will get an email the day of with the video link to watch. Okay. Now let's go through some new arrivals. I'm going to start with, I think, what I'm going to be kind of working on. I'm going to use this stamp of this girl holding flowers. I just thought it was a good stamp that could be used for like Mother's Day, birthday, wedding. It's just a good versatile stamp. Or it could literally just be someone holding flowers. Hello, Lisa. Happy Friday. Marianne just told me about your fall. I hope you are feeling a bit better. Hopefully not too bruised up. There is the bird houses with the little heart. This is another adorable one. It is a little boy watering a tree, and then you've got adorable little dog. We've got some like flower silhouettes. Then we have 2 masks. We've got a butterfly mask. Butterflies are always nice, and a flower mask. This is the one I'm going to use today. So I'm going to set that aside before I lose it in my stash of goodies. And I'm also going to use that one, so we'll set that. This is another product I'm going to use today. This is a flower frame. It's really pretty. From Studio Light, this is another frame here. It's called the Sunny Shapes. There is some embossing detailing in that. Then we have 4 new embossing folders. There is a wood structure, just background embossing folder. We've got some flowers. This would look really good with an ink pad run over it. And then some butterflies. Oh, and the last one, which I'll be using, is the crisscross pattern. And the close-up, it looks like that. We have that transparent acetate, packs of 5. Then we have, oh, I forgot about this. Oh, sorry, I'm confusing myself. I said I'm putting away what I'm going to be using, but I ended up mixing it back in the pack of everything. So I'm going to reset aside what I'm using. These are some new masks that you can do some piercing and embroidery with. It comes with, obviously, you can ink it so you get the color inside where you'll be adding your pokes, your little holes. Got flower, got with love party, and we've got some flowers. More flowers. Then we have 2 printed acetate sheets. This is just a textured backgrounds one. There is a butterfly one, but we only have 2 left. Majority of them are sold, so I didn't grab that just because they're almost gone. Then we have this collection. This is a love collection. I know it's a little late for Valentine's Day, but it could be used for anniversaries, weddings, just to let someone know you love them. An engagement. This is a nice slimline stamp here. The coloring always makes it look so much nicer. Then we have some more stamps here. This is just a good background collage stamp. Got some music notes, some scripts, some flowers, some hearts. I really like that one. This is a flower circle frame. This would be good for a scrapbook page, or even just doing half on a card would look really nice. Now we've got 2 stamp and die sets. These are for ATC, so artist trading cards. I myself haven't gotten into the artist trading cards, but I know they're very big, especially in the UK. Then we have a nice frame. I was debating on using this frame or the flower frame, but obviously I'm using the flower one. We've got some just little florals, decorative leaves. I like the background music stamp. Me too, Lisa. Then we have you can use it for hot foiling or letter pressing. Another frame that's got die cutting and the like the embossing in it, or debossing. Got 2 stencils. So this is a Sending You Love with a nice background stencil and filigree hearts. Then we've got some postage stamps. So they're just little stickers. Hello, Karen. Oh no, June, hopefully you don't lose me. You're with your Wi-Fi. Then we've got some acetate. So I don't know if you can notice, but there is a little white highlight to lift it a bit, make it look a bit more dimensional. All right, then we've got a journal die. So it comes with the binding to create a journal, plus some other decorative journaling dies to decorate it further. Right, then we've got some papers. So we have a nice 12 by 12. It is double-sided. Very pretty, like a good variety too of some with patterns, some with designs. Ooh, these are nice. Ooh, I love this one. And then you've got some elements that you can fussy cut. If you're not into fussy cutting, then you can just use the reverse side, which is this beautiful background paper, which I really love. That's a really nice paper pad. Then that I would say is definitely good for scrapbooking. Obviously, you can use it for card making too. And then these are kind of more the card making sizes. So we've got 2 8x8 pads here. This one is just papers. I don't know if it's single-sided. So I'll flip through this kind of quickly. I'm not going to show everyone. I'll just show every few. Again, I am skipping some, but just want you to see enough of the paper pad. And there's quite a lot of papers in here. There's 36 sheets. Then this one is a mixed paper pad. So it comes with a combination of elements to fussy cut, some rectangular images so you can mount it on your cards or ATC cards or your scrapbook pages. You've got some frame vellum. And then you've got some solid cardstock colors. And then it just repeats. Then, lastly, part of this collection is the pre-cut book. So inside of here, everything is pre-cut. It'll just pop out, so you don't have to do any fussy cutting. These are really good to decorate and add to lots of designs. Might use this one today, we'll see. And then this is another collection that is almost all sold out. The vellum is a nice added bonus. In this collection, this is the Spring Meadow. The paper pads are pretty well either sold out or very close to selling out. The stamps and the dies, we still have a bit of inventory left of. So I'm going to just show these off. This is a little house card. So you can get the base, and then you can also get the decorative elements that you could also use on just a card, not just for on this die cut, but they do work together. Then we have a stamp here. Flip it around so you can see the coloring. Really pretty stamps. Perfect for springtime. Oh, and this actually works with a past die, so it moves. You can see the flowers. It says life is better, and then you pull the tab, and the flowers are now in her hand. And it says with you. It's really cool. All right. Then we have two other smaller stamp sets here. It says Dance with the Butterflies with the butterfly stamp. In the meadow, she blooms like a flower with a nice flower stamp. I should show the back of that one too. Then we've got some dies. Yes, I gotta love pre-cuts too, June. Okay, and then we have some books. This is a gift box book. So inside of here, everything is pre-cut. It all just pops out and you can create some cool gift boxes. I'm not going to do this today because it's pretty easy and I want to do a card. But this is a really easy one that I did think I was about doing today. So really fun gift box ideas in there. And then this is the Blooming Spring collection that we have. This is a die cut designer paper pad. So this is more of a creative pad where there's no set cards or anything to create. You get some cards or some papers, designed papers. I'm flipping through them. I'm not getting every single page. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. And then these are all pre-cut as well. So these will just pop out. So it's a good variety of paper elements to decorate your scrapbook pages, your journals, or your cards. This is a good creative pad. I know, puppy. Hi, Deanna. Then this is a card making pad. So this is meant to just create cards. If you need a quick card or you're not feeling very creative one day or you're looking to try something new, this is a really good book. You can create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards, and each page is one card here. So all your pieces are pre-cut. They just pop out and you layer them on. Or you can kind of mix and match and play around with it to change it up for yourself even more. But yeah, it's all pre-cut. You just need adhesive. Okay, let's get creative now. I've done enough talking. So I'm going to grab those items that I said I wanted to use. So I'm going to use that die, that stamp, this stencil, and I'm probably going to use this embossing folder. I have a vision of putting the girl inside the frame and having a stenciled background. I saw things similar to this without the frame on the sample photos on the website, and I really liked it. So we're going to give this a try. Now, where do I start? I'm going to open up the oval die. And I'm going to just pop my layers out because I want to see what has the die cutting edge. So that will die cut that, and then this will die cut. So this is just going to be the outer frame. I'm going to die cut this first just to see where we are at after. So I'm going to grab a piece of cardstock that will fit this. And I'm going to grab my die cutting machine. Just going to run this through. Pop that out. Okay, so now I have two dies that I could use to cut the hole out in the middle. One is just a straight edge die, and one is a fun framed die. I think what I want to do, so I think I'm going to use this one. Debating. Will this fit? Okay. You guys are getting to see my thought process. So again, I always take these. And I think that's going to be too small. This one is slightly larger. Yeah, it's a much better size. Okay. I'm going to do the frilly edge. And I'm going to grab some low-tack tape so this doesn't move around in my machine. Okay, die cut that. Well, now we've got a pretty frame. Okay, so I'm going to take a piece of cardstock. This is probably going to be my base, and see what this looks like. Okay, that'll fit like that. I stamp her. So what I'm going to want to do is stamp her on here, I think. So what I'm going to do is emboss this later. We're going to stamp her on after I decorate the background. So I'm going to grab my stencil. If I can open it. Taking the flower stencil, and I'm just going to make sure all the pieces are actually popped out. Sometimes they just get left in. You just got to make sure all the pieces are actually out. All right, then I'm going to grab my grip mat. I have not washed this since my last live, but that's okay. Use the other side. Place that down. My stencil. And then you guys are going to be very, very surprised because I'm going to not use pink today. I'm going to do yellow. We're going to switch it up. I normally just always stick to pink, but I thought, why not bring in some of the other colors of the rainbow? Okay, now I'm going to lightly ink this, so I'm just going to grab a scrap piece of paper and take off any excess ink and just blend very softly. I've been doing a lot of pink cards lately, so I thought I should change it up maybe. Not everybody loves pink, which is crazy to me. Okay, I think that's enough. I don't want it too vibrant. I want just a soft yellow. And it is very bright yellow. Like, I wanted a bit more, I don't know if muted is the right word. Let's see what scattered straw will do if I add this over top. I want more of like a sunflowery, orangier yellow color. Let's do the scattered straw. I'm going to add the scattered straw over top. All right. Take off any excess. And it's just, yeah, it's very yellow. I want a little bit more orangey tone in this. So I'm just going to apply a bit more of this scattered straw. It's got a little bit of orangey undertone to it. And I think that is much, much better. I'm very happy with that. All right, now we're going to do stamp. I can get this off. It is stuck. There we go. And then I usually just stick it back on my sheet so it doesn't pick up any dust that I have here. Grab my stamping platform, my go-to, and then take the girl stamp with the flowers and place her inside. Trying to get her like perfectly inside almost. Okay, I think that's good. Was debating on adding a butterfly, but I'm not going to. We'll just do the girl. And then this. Do I stamp this in black? Yes, I'm going to. Oops. Let me just stamp my platform, not the stamp. You can see, totally missed the stamp. Now the silhouette stamps, I usually do have to stamp quite a few times because probably should have wiped it first. I want it like as black as it'll get almost. Okay, one stamp, and then we'll do it again. Every time I'm stamping live, it's never a one and done stamp. But I do get lucky with one and done stamps. Okay. I didn't think that the distressed oxide would come through. Let me show you. You can see the flowers, which is kind of cool. I don't know how that works, though. What is the science of that? How is it showing through? I'm curious. Interesting. Well, you learn something new every day. I'm very curious what is happening with that. Why this doesn't cover it. I wish I had the Stays On ink. The Stays On would cover it very well. Okay, last one. We'll see if this will cover the flowers. I don't think they will. The distressed oxide is just showing through, which is fine. It looks good. But if I had used, sorry, my throat. If I'd used the VersaFine Clear, it wouldn't have shown through. I'm pretty positive of that. Okay, I'm just going to clean this off before I get black everywhere. Okay, I'll take that out. I am very, surprised that happened. Interesting. So you can see the flower. Only some angles on the camera. That's what happens to me if the oxides aren't dry. Thank you, Deanna. So if I had dried it, it probably wouldn't have shown up, but that's okay. We're moving along. Next, what I'm going to do is I want to ink my frame the yellow that I inked the background. So I'm going to take that rubber mat back. Stick that down a bit. Grab my yellow. I used a combination of the scattered straw and the squeezed lemonade. So I'm going to kind of go in with these two colors. And this will just make the frame pop a bit more. I was gonna 3D it, but now that I'm thinking about it, it might be a pain to add foam pads to the back of that. We'll see. Thank you, Maddie. She said it's acting as a resist. So it's resisting the ink. Okay, that's enough. All right, next I'm going to grab my base and wipe my fingers before I get yellow on everything. Still yellow, but I don't know if that's going to go away yet. I'm going to grab these, place them. Oh, even that would be pretty on. Oh, even that just looks pretty. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Put that here. That will be cut there. Okay, this is where we're at. I'm debating, let's try it on a 5x7. That's an A6 that I've got here. 5x7 is definitely much larger, but I don't think it'll fit in my embossing folder. No, it doesn't. So we're going to do the A6. All right, grab my A6 card base and put it in the embossing folder. Then I'm going to take my machine. Where did I put the other top plate? Oh, there it is. It's underneath my die cutting machine. It's a great spot for it. Run this through. Okay. Now, could just do it like so. So you've got the embossed detail. I think that'll be good that way because I was thinking about running the ink over top to highlight the embossed areas, but I think that'll be too busy with the background. So Dana says she thinks it's a happy accident. She likes the flowers showing through. I do too, surprisingly. I thought it would be maybe a little distracting, but it's actually not. 3D this. Let's go for it. You guys are going to watch me sticking foam pads down. Do I have any strips in here? I wonder. I'm going to try this foam strip and see. No, too thick. Too wide. Okay. We'll grab these little foam squares. too thick. So that means I have to use the itty bitty ones, which I'm not going to do on my live because that's going to take way too long. So we're going to glue it. And I'm just going to add some glue along the inside here. This is a clear drying glue, so when I am gluing with the Barely Art, I don't pay too much attention or make it perfect per se. The only time I really do is if I'm going on to a distressed oxide background. Since it is a wet ink, if anything's hanging over the side, it'll remove some of the distressed oxide ink. So that's one thing to keep in mind. This is just going on white right now, so it's not going to affect anything. Okay, now center this to the best of my ability. Oops. Okay, we're going to say that's centered. It's sticking down. And then I am going to make sure I apply good pressure to this because it is glued onto an embossed background. Okay, well then do we 3D this one? I say we 3D that one. I'm going to grab my 2 millimeter thick foam pads. I normally use the 1 millimeters, but this one I want to pop. And then we will just make sure that is centered in the frame. And then, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a bit of a yellow frame. So I'm going to make my card base. I am using a scrap piece of paper. If I could, there we go. Struggled there. Where did I put my paper trimmer now? Holy, it's like losing everything. Oh, you know what my paper trimmer is not in here because I took it out. So I'm going to go run real quick. I will be back in 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. Everyone's watching me run. Okay. So I'm going to trim this to my card base size. So I'm going to do 1/8 of an inch larger. Than what my piece is. Okay. I'm going to mount this over top to make sure that it actually did create a frame because sometimes I measure wrong and it did. So I'm going to grab that yellow ink again and just go over the edge. There's only 1/8 of an inch showing, so I'm not going too far in. And then I'll just pick up whatever's left on the mat, so I'm not wasting any ink. All right, that is done. Hopefully I have nothing on my fingers. Then I'm going to glue this down. And mount it. This will just help that yellow pop and it'll just tie it in even more. I'm not used to seeing yellow, I'm used to seeing pink. All right, Well, it just needs a sentiment. I didn't grab any, so I might just add a little happy birthday or something, but this is the card. All right, well, that is all I'm going to do today. I have a very busy day planned for me, but I'm not done yet. I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to give the card making pad, and I'm going to ask a question this time. I haven't asked a question the last few times. What question is it going to be? Let's see. Let's do the first person to guess, because I want to do, okay, I'm going to do 2 giveaways today. We have some people who watch the replays, and they also want an opportunity to give away. I don't know how this is going to work. So for the giveaways for people watching now, I think I'm just going to scroll through. I'm not going to ask a question. I'll do a question for the rewatchers. So what I'm going to do is, if you've left a comment, you've left multiple comments, good, because you've got more entries into a giveaway. I'm going to close my eyes and just scroll my mouse, and whoever it lands on, which is Maddie. Congrats, Maddie. This will be sent with your next order. And then I got to come up with the rewatchers. This is one that you could be entered into. I'm just trying to think. Whoever guesses, just trying to think one that you guys won't answer right away. So that way the people who rewatch will get a chance. Okay. If you can guess what my favorite 3/4 designs collection is, then you will win. Let's do the gift boxes. So this will have a question mark for a winner written on it until someone guesses my favorite 3/4 designs collection that they've come out with. There is one collection that is like my absolute favorite, and I've already done one project on it this week, and I'm taking it home again, another one of this collection. So I really do love it. But June, you might be right on the nose with that one. Okay, I'm going to let you guys, if you want to try and figure it out, you can do that. And yeah, I will keep my eyes open for any extra comments. And yes, whoever gets it will be the winner of that. Okay, I'll see you guys next week, same time, same place. And until then, I hope you all have a fabulous weekend, and happy crafting to you all. Bye, everyone.